What's going on, everybody? So I'm back here today with another video, and sorry for like the weird camera angle, but we're doing every single Blu-ray I have in my collection. This is probably my most adventurous one. It's been, I don't think I've done like a full one, but I think I've done like little spurts. But we're gonna go shelf by shelf. We have 6 shelves and like 2 little piles. Let's just start. So the first movies we got here are the Scream 25th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray, and then I think the 25th Anniversary Blu-ray. I love Scream. My thoughts haven't really changed on the movie much, if at all, because, well, it's Scream. Scream 5, thoughts have changed on this one a little bit. Just watch my re-review, but I still think it's a solid sequel. Scream 6, I just reviewed this, so I'm not going to talk about this one a lot, but just go watch my review. I mostly said that for the Scream movies because I did just, like, review all of them. X, I think probably, like, my second, or probably number 2, favorite horror flick of 2022, so last year. I thought it was just a breath of fresh air. I really, really enjoyed this one. Pearl, the prequel to X that came out like 6 months after. I thought it was, because I thought X was great. I thought this one was really good. And I hope Maxine can kind of continue what they're doing here. So we'll see. The Lighthouse, just a masterpiece on all fronts. Very like metaphoric, I would say. Very metaphoric, but it's still really, it's a weird movie, but it's still really good. I really liked that one. Nope. I like this one. It feels like this one has not found its audience, and that's kind of shocking to me. But I thought Nope was really good. It'll find its audience. It's probably almost tied with Get Out for my favorite Peele film, which is like sacrilege to say, but like, what you gonna do? Army of Darkness, the like deluxe Scream Factory 4K that comes with like every cut of the movie, because there's like 30 cuts of this movie. Oh, if I can get that to move. Oh, that probably wasn't very good. Yeah, it comes like every single cut of the movie. Love Armor of Darkness, probably my favorite. No, it's still my favorite Evil Dead movie. I at some point I plan on buying all of the movies, which means Evil Dead 1 and 2, and then the reboot, and then Rise, and then just reviewing them. But I don't want to jump to conclusions because I still have to finish the Friday series. Exorcist 3 Scream Factory 4K. This is a really good movie because I don't own the first Exorcist for some reason, but it seems like it just kind of slipped through the cracks. I hate Exorcist 2. I thought Exorcist 3 was actually a really good movie. This comes with the Legion cut, which is like the director's cut, because the studio added like the exorcism scene at the end, so they call it Exorcist 3. I've not seen the Legion cut, but I plan on probably seeing that soon. Dog Soldiers, a kick-ass werewolf film that it seems like not a lot of people know about. I thought this movie, it's really fun. You're not supposed to like take it seriously, but it's just like a fun movie you can put on, like with friends. And then we got a little bit of the Halloween. Next couple are Halloweens. We got 2 more Scream Factories. The first Halloween on like the 4K Scream Factory, like I think like the best version of the film you can get. Thoughts haven't changed. Think top 5 horror flick for me. I love John Carpenter's Halloween. Who doesn't? The last 4K, Halloween 3 4K. Before I got like back into film, I think about 4 years ago, like I really got back into it. This was like, I think like probably like one of my least favorites. And then watching it, I was like, no, it's really good. So I think it's still like third place for me in my franchise ranking. Just really cool. I like Halloween 3. I think it's a little underrated. Halloween 2018. Loved it the first time I saw it. It's an okay sequel. Has stuff I like, has stuff I dislike, but bought the 4K of it. So, yay. Kills. 2018 works better when you watch Kills right after. I saw Kills in theaters with a good friend, so maybe I have a little bit of bias, but like every time I rewatch this at home, I'm like, no, this is actually pretty cool. And I still like, I've turned on the extended cut of this movie like 5 times. I just haven't finished it yet because I don't really see a point, but maybe one day I'll finish it. We got 2 versions of the next one. We have the Blu-ray of Ends and the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Ends, which is like really cool. Like the 4K. I saw Ends the day it came out. Really liked it. Well, I saw it on, I think I saw it on Peacock like 6 times before it left, and also saw it once in theaters. But the Best Buy exclusive steelbook, this was a little bit of a hassle to get. Like as soon as they announced this exclusive steelbook, I was like, yeah, I'm buying that because this thing is gorgeous. And it turns like a hassle because like I had it shipped, but it didn't ship right. I don't know where it went. Somebody just got a free steelbook. Got my refund for it, then got the last one they had at my local Best Buy. But yeah. And the reason I double dipped was, well, because it looked cool, but also kind of finishing out like the, like just trying to keep the shelf nice with these 3. But I felt like I had to double dip on Ends because that's, I think, number 2 in the franchise. That or Halloween 3 go back to back for my favorite sequel. Halloween 2, 30th anniversary. This is like a 12-year-old Blu-ray. Bought on Amazon, I think about 3 years ago. I'm going to get the Scream Factory 4K of 2 soon. I just, 2's not one I go back to a lot. Like, 2 is one I usually watch, like November 3rd. Kind of like, it's kind of like my big wind down from Halloween. That's usually when I watch this one. The Menu, my favorite horror flick of last year. I thought this was brilliant. I'm not going to say much because, well, I'm going to review this soon, but also, it's best to go in knowing nothing. That's what I did in theaters, and the movie blew my mind a little bit. Scream 4, I don't have this with the other ones just because, why not? It's my shelf. The first 2 acts of this are really strong. Like, I really like it, and the 3rd act does little to nothing for me. I'll have to rank them once I get 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, but yeah, like the first 2 acts, I'm like, whoa, because I was notorious for hating Scream 4. Then it's like I watched it and I was like, oh, and yeah, 3rd act just doesn't do a lot for me. An American Werewolf in London, my favorite horror movie of all time. I need to get a better version of it, but it's just great. Watch my review on it, and that's shelf 1. Okay, so we're on to shelf 2, and we're just gonna keep going. John Carpenter's The Thing. Probably my favorite Carpenter flick. This is just like a masterpiece that also bombed at the box office when it first came out, so don't know what that's about, but American Psycho, it's good. It's American Psycho. It's been talked about to death. Yeah. Like I think this is like the uncut version. I don't know what adds or what doesn't. I didn't watch that movie till like a year ago. Cloverfield 4K. One of my favorite found footage movies, if not my favorite. It's weird because it's a Matt Reeves flick, but it's kind of advertised as like J.J. Abrams' baby. I don't know why I said it like that. It was weird. But yeah, I like Cloverfield. I don't know any of the sequels. The sequels don't do much because like I want to see sequel to what happens in this movie, and we got 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is like a suspense thriller with aliens. And I never saw Cloverfield Paradox. I didn't hear good things about it, though. But apparently we're supposed to be getting a new one soon. That's a direct follow-up, but I don't know. Night of the Living Dead remake. I grew up watching the remake a hell of a lot more than the original, just because that was the one that my dad always watched. So I am fond of the remake. I own the original on like a DVD somewhere, but we're not doing DVDs because that video would be like an hour. But yeah, I love this movie. Tony Todd's great. Everybody's great in this. Yeah, give that one a shot. That one's actually pretty good. Terrifier 2 Steelbook. Brutal as hell movie. I really liked it. I'm excited to see where they go with 3. I hope they kind of cut down the runtime because this one was almost 2.5 hours. It was a little crazy. The final chapter, Friday the 13th. I own all of them in a box set we'll get to in a little bit. But I'm waiting to own part 4 and 6 on Steelbook because I like owning my favorites. This is my second favorite of the franchise. It's really cool. It's exactly what I want. Still wish I could see more Jason. The rest are now Criterion's. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro. A great little movie. I'll have to rewatch it and review it soon. My Own Private Idaho. Love it. Hard to talk about because it's a polarizing film. I don't want to give a lot away, but yeah, watch that one. And currently, my favorite movie of all time, Dazed and Confused. I have so much to say about this movie, but gotta wait. Gotta wait till standalone review for that one. The Killing. Kubrick's first film. It's a Kubrick film, so it's really good. This Criterion also comes with Killer's Kiss. I haven't seen Killer's Kiss yet, but I've seen The Killing. I thought it was a really funny heist movie. The Before trilogy. This box set usually goes for like $100. I got it for like $55 on Amazon. Before Sunrise is like, I think top 5 for me all time. Before Sunset is top 10. I haven't seen Before Midnight because I'm gonna wait till I graduate high school to watch that one. But just great trilogy. Richard Linklater is one of my favorite, probably my favorite director because he did Dazed and Confused, Before trilogy, and he's done more we'll talk about because I own a lot of his films. Another Kubrick, Barry Lyndon, kind of his forgotten masterpiece because he did, I think he did 2001 before this or something like that. And then I think he did Clockwork Orange, and then he did The Shining after this. This one kind of fell in the cracks, but really good movie. More people need to see Barry Lyndon. It's a really good movie. In the Heat of the Night. Unfortunately, I missed my time window because that's when I was kind of just enjoying my summer. But this is such a good movie. It's a good movie like when it's like 110 outside. Just put this on. So next summer, 100% I'm reviewing that. But it's not one like I can be like, what's up guys, it's like December 1st and here's In the Heat of the Night. Like, no. The Irishman, not as good on rewatches. It's a little long. It's like 3 hours and like 30 minutes. I think it's fine. I think it uses like 3 hours of its time length very good. Some of the de-aging doesn't work though because it's like, that is clearly a 70-year-old man pretending to be 40. The agent looks good, but it's just like how like these characters' mannerisms are. Like De Niro and Pacino are like, well, I think they're both in like their 80s now, but they were like mid to late 70s there, and it's like that. It's noticeable. Raging Bull, good Scorsese flick with De Niro, and like you know how like you have like flawed characters in film. This guy's just a dickhead, dude. Like this guy's just an asshole. A good movie, not one I'll probably watch a lot, but it's pretty good. Shot in gorgeous black and white, too. The Sound of Metal. Great film. Just this drummer's losing his hearing, and he kind of goes on, like, this discovery. Really cool. I like that movie. Lost Highway. A mindfuck of a movie. It's good. It's good. It's David Lynch. It's weird. Last one for Shelf 2. We have Wall-E. The first Criterion Collection animated film. A lot of people were upset that this was announced. Now, I would have liked Rango as their first one, but Wall-E's a good movie, bro. And I'll see you all for Shelf 3. Okay, so now we are on shelf 3 out of 7, technically, because it was kind of the last one on the shelf. The Fablemans, one of Spielberg's, I think, newest film from Steven Spielberg. It was really good. Kind of like autobiographical, but it's not either. It's kind of like a person that's like Spielberg's life story, except it's not Spielberg. If that makes sense. Puss in Boots, Last Wish. After all the hype has died down, because people were blowing this movie, yeah, it's still pretty good. Like, yeah, it's still good. Super Mario Brothers movie. I completely butchered that. Super Mario Brothers movie. I saw this in theaters. The thing made like 1.4 billion. It crushed it. I enjoyed it actually. I thought it was pretty good. I'll see the sequel in theaters because, well, they're gonna make a sequel as soon as the strike is over. Which, by the way, staying with the actors on the strike. Elvis 4K. I think this is one of my favorite biopics. I thought Austin Butler was incredible. I don't think Tom Hanks was that bad in it. Really good movie. I'll have to review it soon, but it's kind of a hard film to watch because it's so long and those final like 15 minutes are so sad. When I got today, and why this video was taking a little bit longer than I wanted to, I ordered Interstellar, and Amazon fucked up the packaging, so thank you, Amazon. But anyway, great movie. As I'm editing this, I'm watching this. Favorite Nolan flick, even though I did see Oppenheimer, and that movie's a masterpiece. So it's either that or Interstellar. I'm rewatching Interstellar, see which one I like more. La La Land, I think number 3 all time for me. Ryan Gosling's incredible. Emma Stone's incredible. Directing's incredible. Music, this movie's just perfect. I love La La Land. Tar. I've seen it once. I thought it was really good. I haven't seen it yet. So when the Oscars came out, which I don't care about, but it's still kind of cool to see something that you thought was really good, see an award. I think it's still something that's cool. I just don't really care for the Oscars. Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress, which I'm not upset about. She did great in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I do kind of think it should have gone to Blanchett, because she's incredible. I've only seen this movie once. It is like almost 2 hours, like 40 minutes, so it's not one you can really rewatch a lot, but I'll rewatch that one soon. Renfield. It's fun. I like it. It's over the top. Nicholas Holt's great. Nicolas Cage is great. A lot of the actors are having fun. I like a lot about this movie. The biggest thing holding it down for me, though, is Awkwafina's acting. I think that's how you say her name. I hope it is. I don't think she's very good. And she kind of sunk the movie for me a little bit. Avatar: The Way of Water. I saw this twice in theaters. This thing made like 2.5 billion. It did really well. So I bought the Target exclusive. Usually in Target exclusive, you get like a little like pen that has like a logo or like a little mini poster or something like that, something along those lines. I bought the Target exclusive for Way of Water, which I think was like $36. The normal one was like $28. So I paid about close to almost $10 extra for a sticker. I was so upset about that. I saw it once. I've seen it once on my Blu-ray. It still looks good. There's one scene where like the CGI doesn't hold, but I mean, I'll see the next one, which like they keep getting pushed back, and it's getting to the point where I'm gonna be like 30 watching Avatar 5. Like, got a little Tarantino section going. Reservoir Dogs 4K. When I first came back into film, I was kind of like, I need to see Tarantino's films because they seem right up my alley. And I did. First time I watched this, I didn't like it, but I bought the 4K. I've seen it like twice now on this. I love this movie. This is like top tier Tarantino for me. Pulp Fiction 4K. What can I say about Pulp Fiction hasn't already been said? I think it's like number 3 or 4 on my Tarantino ranking. It's not my favorite Tarantino, but Tarantino's probably my favorite filmmaker. That or Linklater. Inglourious Bastards. Probably right behind the next film for my favorite Tarantino flick. This movie kicks ass. The whole bar sequence, masterpiece. This is probably Tarantino's most suspenseful movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My favorite Tarantino flick. Perfect hangout movie. Some people don't like this. I like because it's Tarantino getting to talk about what he loves. He's a movie guy, so he gets to make a movie about that. Great. 1917 Steelbook. Great war movie. I don't own Dunkirk. It's kind of like The Exorcist. I love that film. I don't own it. It goes between 1917 and Dunkirk for like my favorite of that year. I think they came out different years, but really close together, and they're both really good. This was the first time I watched close to a year now. Great. It's one of the movies that like it's made to look like it was shot in one take. That's pretty cool. Dune on Blu-ray. I really liked this. I thought it was incredible. I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it on Max. I will be seeing Dune Part 2, or is it Chapter 2? I think it's Part 2 in theaters, which this one is like 2.5 hours. Like it's a little long. The new one's like almost 3.5 hours. Like it's crazy. I have 2001 A Space Odyssey, like this big ass box thing. It comes with the 4K and Blu-ray. Then you get a little book, and you get like stills from the movie. 2001 is a really good movie. Like it's kind of like the same as like Pulp Fiction, like the Godfather movie. It's like what can I add new to the conversation that hasn't already been said about these highly celebrated films? Usually it's nothing, but I'm a fan of 2001. It's my favorite Kubrick flick, but Kubrick's one of my favorite directors too. But yeah, also my Barnes & Noble, when I bought this, it said it was like almost close to $30. So I was like, I'll bite the bullet. I got up there, it was like $8. Crazy. It was on sale, and it didn't even say it was on sale. So I was like, oh, well, I'm definitely getting it now. A Clockwork Orange 4K. I bought this. Still haven't finished it. I was in a Kubrick kick a couple months ago. About 5-6 months ago, I was in a really big Kubrick kick. That's when I was watching like Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, Doctor Strangelove, The Killing, 2001, all that, and Shining, all that. And I bought this, and well, I bought the 4K, so I spent like, I think $26 on this. I was watching it, I was like, I'm not really rooting to watch, or I don't really want to watch this right now. So I turned it off, and I haven't gotten back to it yet. Call Me By Your Name, a really good movie. Timothée Chalamet, like, I've noticed he's not in a lot of stuff, but the stuff he's in, I really like. I think he's a talented actor. Armie Hammer's good, but he's a sex cannibal, so I don't really support him. But really good movie, powerful stuff. Whiplash. It's great. It's I think like number 4 or 5 for me all time. I love Whiplash so much. Blade Runner 2049. I have not finished the first Blade Runner, right? But I watched this one a little bit ago, and I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorite sequels ever. I need to see the first Blade Runner because I heard that one's also really, really good. I've been busy, but I will get to that before this year's out. Last one on this shelf, Drive. It's really good. It's not as good as the others like Nightcrawler, and it's not as good as Nightcrawler, but I still like it. And yeah, that is shelf 3. See you all on shelf 4. Man, I swear these stacks are getting bigger and bigger. It's like the shelves are just expanding with it. But we are on shelf 4 now. We have Jurassic Park 4K. It's Jurassic Park. I have a couple of those ones in my collection that's like, I love this, I can't add anything to it. It's celebrated. It's Jurassic Park. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw this in theaters. I really liked it. I went out and I bought the Blu-ray as soon as I could. For some reason, I just haven't been able to get back into it. I don't know what it is. I can't get back into it. Dead Poet Society. Maybe I think top 20 film all time for me. I love this movie. Really good. Probably review soon, but it's also one you just kind of have to watch. Inception. Here's Nolan again. I don't own a lot of Nolan on Blu-ray. I think I actually only own 2, but Nolan's one of my favorite directors. Inception is I think probably number 20 all time for me. I think it's like actually at number 20, or probably close top 10. Love it. Whenever Oppenheimer comes to physical media, I'll try to do like a whole big Nolan ranking. Full Metal Jacket, it's still in the plastic, but I had an old DVD and I watched it. Really, I love this one. The first half is like this, like they're training, and it's like very brutal, beautifully acted first half. And the second half is like a gritty war flick, and it works. I don't know why people say they don't like the second half. Like, it's like that seemed like a nice continuation. Eyes Wide Shut, same situation as Full Metal Jacket. I had an old DVD. I said to upgrade it. I like it. Good last film for Kubrick. It's probably my least favorite I've seen from him so far, but still 4 close to 5 stars. The Northman. I prefer The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse, I think, is a masterpiece. I think this one's really good, but not one you can go through, and it's kind of weird too. So there's that. No Time to Die. Great send-off for Daniel Craig. He was my James Bond. It's a little long. I think it's like close to 3 hours, but I enjoyed it. There's like a small part of me that just wants to like bite the bullet and buy like the whole series of James Bond, but that will take me like a year to get through, because as I am per my custom with starting a review series, I get like pretty far into it and then I just stop. So, Top Gun Maverick, movie from last year that like crushed. I think made like 1.6, something like that. Really good. I saw it in theaters because this thing was in like theaters for like such a long time. And I was worried at home at least, because in theaters it's loud. It's supposed to be loud. And it's awesome. At home it's still really awesome. They did really good with that transfer. The first Top Gun will be seen later. I don't have them together. I have Rick and Morty season 5. I don't know why I have a TV show in there. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love Tim Curry's performance. This is one I don't watch a lot because I'm not a big fan of musicals. La La Land is the exception, but like I enjoy them, but it's like I'm not gonna like go out of my way. Brokeback Mountain, I love it. Probably top 2015 all time for me. I have a lot of those in my collection. I like, part of me needs to like sit down. Well, not part of me. I need to sit down. I need to get through all my favorite top 20 and put it out there. But it's complicated to do when you've seen as many films as I have. Ledger and Gyllenhaal have great chemistry in this. 500 Days of Summer. A really good romantic comedy. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. Hope I'm saying her name right. They're really good. They have good chemistry. If you're a big fan of the Smiths like I am, this is or if you like just watch 500 Days of Summer. Just watch the movie. Lost in Translation. A really good movie. Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson are like incredible in this. Basically kind of like two people trying to find themselves in a big city, which shows like even like in a massive city you can still be lonely. I like that one a lot. Nightcrawler, top 10. Like I said, how Drive wasn't as good as Nightcrawler. That's because Nightcrawler is epic. Love and Monsters. I originally bought this on like the Walmart exclusive Valentine's Day slipcover. I watched it and was like, oh, this is actually really good. So I immediately gave that to a friend and purchased the 4K. Really good movie from 2020. I think it's probably my favorite from that year, but like 2 movies came out, so A Few Good Men. Yeah, it's great, dude. Like the ending scene where Cruise is holding his own against, like he's acting, like he's a really good actor, and he's going up against Nicholson, who's one of the, if not the greatest actor of all time, and it is incredible. We have a little series here, and we're almost done with this shelf, and then we have a box set shelf. We have I don't own well, John Wick, first of all. I own 2 on DVD. I'm gonna get 2 on like the slipcovers as I have the first 3. The first one I really enjoy. I think this is a pretty down-to-earth, good revenge movie with excellent world building and excellent choreography. Part 3 has always kind of been my favorite. It still does good storytelling and world building to me. Really good action, probably the best action of the series in that one. And then 4 on 4K. I saw this in theaters. I thought it was a very mixed bag. I watched it at home. There's aspects of it I adore. There's other aspects I can't tell if it was a good decision or a terrible decision. So, we have the Arrow box set of True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino. So you get the Blu-Ray, you get a little poster. You have a poster I haven't hung up yet, and you get a book on how it was made. A really good movie. It has that Tarantino script. I adore that one. So I'll see you on the box set shelf, which will be kind of more difficult to hold. I just realized that. So we are on shelf 5, the shortest shelf out of all of them because it only has 3 movies on it, but they're box sets. So the first one, we'll save that one for last. For second last. Planet of the Apes box set. Really good trilogy, really good set. I bought for like $20 to get them all on their own individual discs. I love this trilogy. A war review will come soon. Great movie. Is there disc loose or my box is just retarded? Next to our Scream Factories, you have The Fly. Don't hold me to it, but in October I plan on going through all 5 of these and reviewing them and ranking them. The ones I've seen this one, kind of a weird little sci-fi flick, and then I've seen Cronenberg's Fly, which I loved. I haven't seen Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, or The Fly 2. So, couldn't tell you a thing about them. And then we have the big boy, Friday the 13th. Comes with all of them. I'm reviewing these, and in about a week or so, you'll have a Jason Takes Manhattan. After this comes up, about a week later, you'll get Jason Takes Manhattan. I plan on finishing the series and then ranking them. I was already supposed to be done, or maybe getting close, but I took 2 months off. Okay, so 3-4 months. But yeah, let me get, we'll just call this the final shelf. I'll get everything on the Blu-ray on, and we got this. So before I was cut off, I was saying, I enjoy Snyder's verse. It's really just 3 movies. You watch Man of Steel, the director's cut of Batman v Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's still a very messy universe, but it's at least enjoyable. The Batman. I saw this in theaters. I thought it was okay. It took me 6 tries, or 6 watches. So, did some issues. I'm doing Super Flicks, and then that's just really it. You have Spider-Man No Way Home. Well, I have the whole trilogy here. Minus this one, a really good trilogy. This one is just bland to me. I don't like it. This is my favorite Spider-Man flick. I love Gyllenhaal's performance. No Way Home's really good. Not as good as a theater watch because that was incredible, but still a pretty good movie. The Amazing Spider-Man. Plot number 2 for me. Now, the sequel's down there for me, but it just works. I can't explain how it works for me. It works. I got this trilogy here. Guardians 2 film collection, and then 3, which just came out. The first Guardians of the Galaxy, I love. I think it's just because I don't like the MCU, but I think it's just as its own really good super flick with some extra baggage. Volume 2 is just as good, if not a little bit better. And then 3 is really good, a good send-off. I like the Guardian characters, so I was completely fine with all the choices that Gunn made in 3. Multiverse of Madness, saw it in theaters, seen it twice on my Blu-ray. Good flick, not one that's easy to get back into, but still okay. Thor: Love and Thunder. saw it in theaters. I was mediocre. I grew a love for it, but now I don't like it. So, ew. That's gonna be the movie collection. If you stuck around to this like almost 40-minute video, thank you so much. If I look exhausted, that's just how I normally look. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.